Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And for you guys, is another, LEGO game, TT Games video. Now, first and foremost, you're not going to be seeing any gameplay of LEGO Batman 2, LEGO Batman 3, the LEGO Movie video game, LEGO The Hobbit, LEGO Worlds. None of the LEGO games you're going to be seeing. You're going to be seeing me, obviously, because you're seeing me. But I wanted to kind of do this video because not only is it important to me, but it's kind of important to, I don't know, I guess everyone at TT, everyone at LEGO, because of course you read the title, Arthur Parsons has officially left Traveler's Tales over 22 plus years of being a game director and working on some of my favorite video games of all time. Now, again, I want you to see me because I don't want you to get drowned out and just kind of focus on LEGO gameplay. You know, I want it to be this, not serious, but more mature, I guess, than just watching me beat up some bad guys in a LEGO game, you know, so I kind of wanted to do that. But, I mean, dude, this guy, Arthur Parsons, man, he has been my go-to gaming dude, you know what I mean? Like, every time, LEGO Batman 2, LEGO Batman 3, LEGO Marvel 1, 2, Avengers, of course, back in E3 2019, we had the Skywalker Saga at E3, he was there, with James McLaughlin and all that, he was the big guy with LEGO Dimensions, and one of the things that I really like about Arthur Parsons is that he was the first guy in gaming, the first person in video games when I was a kid that was cool, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect game developers to be cool, but, you know, he looked cool, you know, wearing all these cool shirts, you know, Marvel shirts and Star Wars shirts, you know, oh, he likes what I like, you know, he's cool. And then, of course, whenever he'd talk about video games, you know, he'd always be kind of really upbeat and happy and really excited about the games. And, you know, he's worked on a butt ton of LEGO games, and every single time, unless he's just a good actor or something, he really does seem to care about the games that he's making, you know, so I think that being a cool personality, you know, whenever he's interviewed, you know, a lot of the, not TT games, but a lot of game developers in general can kind of be kind of corporate and seedy and greedy and weird and just kind of nervous, but Arthur seemed like a cool, down-to-earth dude, and he just carried this badassness with him, you know what I mean? Like, he'd sit down and he'd be like, you know, he'd just talk, and he'd be like, yeah, you know, we're going to be talking about the new LEGO game, and, oh, here, let me show you the gameplay, and, you know, he could just talk for hours like me about the franchises he loves, and, you know, he really was, as a kid, like, I looked up to this guy as, wow, he's making my favorite games, he's so freaking cool, you know, and then, of course, you know, as a teenager and now as an adult, you know, just seeing the stuff that he really did care about the games he made, and it's sad that he's going. I don't know why he's leaving. He probably just wants to do something that isn't LEGO game related, but you know, it's kind of inconvenient because again, the Skywalker Saga is coming out whenever. We don't really know yet. But the fact that he's leaving, maybe, you know, of course my first instinct was, oh, he's leaving because the game's in trouble. I don't think the game's in trouble. I think he's leaving just because he wants to make his own decision and do what he wants to do. He's not, you know, he's not leaving because he's like, oh man, Skywalker Saga's in development hell, or oh, it's in trouble, I better get going. You know, he's not bailing on TT. He's leaving because he wants to, right? Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi, peace and purpose. That is why he's leaving. And he's still in the gaming industry. He's not leaving completely, but he is leaving TT. Again, you know, 22 years. He did a lot of good work. He made a lot of my favorite video games. Again, LEGO Marvel, Batman 2, Dimensions. On most of the LEGO games, he's behind it. You know, I think the first interview I saw with him was like LEGO Harry Potter, years 5 through 7. You know, and then it was LEGO City Stories, and then it became LEGO City Undercover, and, you know, it just kind of grew from there. And I'd always, you know, whenever they'd have a big LEGO gaming convention, like E3 or Comic-Con or something, he would be there with a few other guys, but he would be there talking about it, you know. And it's just really cool to know that he cared so much, you know. I mean, a lot of these game developers are very corporate. You know, they'll look at it and they'll go, oh, you know, we love the franchise, you know, like Marvel's Avengers or Cyberpunk, and they'll completely F it up. But Arthur Parsons, you could tell, along with many other guys and girls at TT, they cared about the game they were making, and it showed when you play them. They're great. They're beautifully made games, you know, they're really well made. And all of that really, you know, Arthur, the one thing he would always talk about in his interviews would be source material and getting the source material right, you know what I mean? When he was doing Dimensions, he was like, look, when I do Gremlins or Goonies or Adventure Time or Sonic or DC, whatever, Doctor Who, it has to feel authentic to that. You know, LEGO Marvel's Avengers, every Avenger needs to be special. You know, LEGO DC Supervillains, everything needs to fall in line. You know, it's got to be fun for all ages, but it also has to respect the source material. He'd always go on about that, and it was great because not a lot of people do that, you know. They just go, oh, the game has microtransactions, and it's going to be $60. It's coming out soon, when it's ready. You know what I mean? Of course, it wasn't ready, but, you know, that whole thing, Cyberpunk. Point is that, you know, I'm really sad that he's leaving, because, again, he really was the first guy in gaming that I was like, wow, people that make video games are people? You know what I mean? Like, they're not human, or they're not machines. You know, it was kind of crazy. But he was a great inspiration to me. So Arthur, you're never gonna watch this, but if you do, thank you, buddy. You're freaking awesome. And you know, it's sad that you're leaving. You know, we're all kind of pissed and mad about it. But you know, what are you gonna do? It's been a good time, you know, watching you talk about these games, and you really did seem to care. It was fun, you know what I mean? It really was. Playing the games was fun, but leading up to each game, watching these interviews and watching the Comic-Con things and watching him just talk about the game, you know, he really cared, and that was something that we need. So hopefully we'll get another one like him. Again, there's a bunch of guys at TT that care. I'm not just saying he does, but, you know, because he's leaving specifically, I have to talk about it. But, you know, like I said, I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss the interaction he had with the fan base. You know, it was really good. And again, he was the first, like I said, person, a lot of you guys can probably relate. He was really energetic and cared about stuff, well, as am I with my channel, but, you know, he gave a fudge, you know what I mean? He gave a big old fudge, and the fact that he's leaving is sad, but hopefully he will do great things in his life. I'm sure he will. Arthur, you did a damn good job with every LEGO game you make. You have my respect, for sure, along with everyone else in this LEGO community. Cannot wait to see what you did with the Skywalker Saga. I don't know what you did, but he was talking about it in E3, so he had some kind of input. Hopefully, guys, we will get news on that soon. Again, May 4th is coming up. I do have some videos. I'm working on a massive Star Wars tribute, so pardon me if it's going to take, you know, if I don't post for a day or two. I have a lot of stuff in the work. Again, we're going to Disney. I got to get videos ready for that. School's winding down, which is nice. I have like 1 or 2 finals left, but you know, I gotta do stuff on my own. So hopefully, you know, excuse if I miss a day or two. But I should be getting some good content here. Again, man, to end this video, Arthur Parsons, you were a great inspiration to me and many. Your games are effing fantastic, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. My respect, man. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.